What's going on, guys? My name is Victor and today I'm back with another tutorial. This one is on Lightroom and I am just going to show you a quick and easy way to remove any blemishes or just little things that you want out of your photo using the spot removal tool. You can find the spot removal tool right here. It's got the circle with the arrow pointing out, or you can use the shortcut on the keyboard by typing Q and it will pull up the spot removal brush. Now you can control the size of the brush just by scrolling up or down on the mouse. So I've got this photo here from our trip to New York, and this is in Times Square. And though I like this photo as is, I just want to use it to demonstrate how you can get rid of anything that you want. This method is mainly good for small removals. If you're going to be doing anything big or substantial, I would recommend that you use content aware fill in Photoshop. But if you're doing something small, spot removal is the way to go. So let's zoom in on this photo. So let's say we want to get rid of this little mole or bump right here. I'll click the spot removal brush and then let's scale it down. And then I would just click it and it's selecting the space directly to the right that it thinks looks most like the spot I want to get rid of. And as you can see, it did a pretty good job as is. So if I cycle back and forth, you can see the bumps there and then it's gone. If for some reason it samples an area of the face that doesn't blend in well right here, you can click the sampled spot and drag it around and you can see that there's a little circle being moved around there. So like I could sample this really red area and you know that looks ridiculous, but you can find a better spot because your eye is probably better than the computer's eye. So the settings that I found work best for me are right over here. So the feather all the way up at 100 and opacity up at 100. So let's go ahead and remove that bump again. When I move the feather down, the circle gets harsher because you know it's just feathering and sampling from other areas of the face and just blending it really well. And then if I lower the opacity, you'll start to see through that circle and then the bumps there again. So that's why I keep the opacity all the way up at 100. Something that you shouldn't forget is that the spot removal brush works like a brush. You don't just have to dot here and there. You can click and drag and make an entire mark. So we've got this piece of hair right here and we can go ahead and get rid of it. But remember, spot removal brush works best when you're in small sections. So if we do this entire piece of hair, that means it's going to have to sample that entire piece from another place on the face. And the face isn't very big. So that means this whole part of the cheek is going to have to be sampled from probably above the cheek. All right, I'll show you what it's like with one big stroke across this piece of hair. And it samples right over there. And you can see the discoloration that is right here on the screen. And so you would have to just try and work it as close as you can. But again, it would look a lot better if you did it in smaller segments. So I'll show you that real quick. So say we start right here, get that segment right there, and then another segment. And get rid of it. And that looks pretty good. You can't even notice it from afar. You can't tell that anything has really been done right here. If you click on the spot removal brush and you're not seeing these little dots from where you use the brush, it's because you need to click H on the keyboard. If you click H, they'll disappear. Click H again and they reappear if you have that brush pulled up. All right, and those are the basics of the spot removal brush on Adobe Lightroom. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, comment what you thought down below, and then subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you at this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.